So chapter 3b, number 16. So in this one, we have a diagram that's given and some terms, exterior and remote interior angles. Now in this case, these are referring to exterior and interior to the triangle, not necessarily like the exterior and interior we talk about with these types of lines where this is the interior. Instead, we're talking about 2, 3, and 4 being interior triangle angles. So in the problem, they say if you look at angle 1, 3, and 4 are the remote interior angles. Remote, now if you think about like a remote control, you use that when you're far away from a TV, not when you're right next to it. Or a remote island is a faraway island. So the idea here is if you look at angle 1, that's exterior, and these are all interior angles. And 3 and 4 are the ones that aren't right next to angle 1, so they're the far away ones. Right, so they're the remote interiors for angle 1. So then in the next part here, in part A, it says, well, what if you're looking at angle 5? Well, the one that's right next to it is 4, that's interior. The other two are the far away ones. So the remote interior angles for 5 are angles 2 and 3. Okay, so then the next part says, what if angle 1's 150 degrees? Right, so if 1's 150 degrees, the question is, what is 3 and 4 added together? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to say 150. I know that plus angle 2 is 180. So angle 2 has to be 30. Right, so this angle here is 30. Then when I look at my triangle here, right, 2, 3, and 4 have to add up to 180. And I know 2 is 30. So then if I subtract the 30, I've got my 3 plus 4, 150. Okay, so that's B. C says, what if angle 5 is 110 degrees? Right? Well, then I know angle 4 here and angle 5 add up to 180, and 5 is 110. So then 4 has to be 70. And so then this triangle adds up to 180, and I can figure out what 2 and 3 put together are. So I know I'm writing out quite a bit here, but there's a reason for it. So this will add up to 180. If I plug in my 70 here, then I can subtract 70 and get 2 plus 3 equals 110. Okay. So if you notice, if angle 1 was 150, then the remote interiors were 150. If angle 5 is 110, then the remote interiors are 110. Alright. So the last question says, if you take any triangle's exterior angle, how do you compare that to the sum of the remote interiors? Well, in this case, they were equal. That was equal to its exterior. This sum was equal to its exterior. So my guess is that if you have an exterior angle, it's equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. So a proof, because it says prove it, a proof would be if we take this picture, we pretend we don't know what any of the angles actually are, and we say we're given that, well actually, let's see here. How do we want to do this? We want to say that we want to prove that measurement of angle 1 equals measurement of angle 3 plus measurement of angle 4. Now if we look over here at what we did, we basically said 1 and 2 equals 180, and 2, 3, and 4 equals 180, and then we got rid of the angle 2 from both sides. So let's do that. Right. Measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of 2 equals 180, and so that's because of angle addition postulate. Whoop. Or you could say, because it's a straight angle, so it equals 180. We also use the fact that a triangle equals 180, so that's 2, 3, and 4. And then we've got two things that equal 180, so now we can substitute. So if I substitute, then I'm going to get 1 plus 2 equals 2 plus 3 plus 4. So that's substitution. And then if you look at this, you notice there's a 2 on each side. Right? So I'm going to say the 2 I want to get rid of on the left is the same as the 2 I want to get rid of on the right. So that's reflexive. And then I'll get rid of them. So the last step here, measurement of 1 equals measurement of 3 plus measurement of 4. And that's because I did line 3 minus line 4 gives me line 5. So subtraction. Line 3 minus line 4 equals line 5. Okay, and that's proof that if you have an exterior angle right here, it equals the sum of the remote interiors.